Think fast, Chuckle Nuts!
Hello everyone, praise good day, and think fast. It is Dungeons of Hinterberg. What is Dungeons of Hinterberg? Now, I'm probably going a little above beyond when I say things like this, but I'm still going to say it like this. You know how The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess actually started off as a futuristic Legend of Zelda in its planning stages before it went to what we know it all is today? Well, Dungeons of Hinterberg kind of feels like that concept as an actual game. Just minus the land of Hyrule and the Master and all that stuff. At least from what I've seen. Now, this is the PC version of the game. PC version, PC options. If you're curious if this game is on your platform of choice, do check the description for those details. And there you go. There's not a lot to mess around with for like graphics, so to say. It's like, I guess I can customize something, but everything's on highest. I never went in here actually. Maybe I should go in here to... Okay, there's nothing in here to care about. Good. And also, I did notice this in the, basically in accessibility options, where you can turn off screen shaking, you know, field of view increase, you know. The big thing is that, you know, arachnophobia and, you know, disability options for those... I call it disability options, my apologies, but it's basically for those that just want to enjoy the game. They don't care so much about the challenge of the game. And lastly, what is the Think Fast series? I sit down with the game for 15 to 45 minutes playing it as if I just opened it up from a physical package, giving you folks my thoughts on the game based on that time alone. Now, this game seems like it'd be the kind of game that have some voice work to it. We'll find out in due time if that is the case. As soon as it wants to load. There it goes. Okay, there is no baked-in voice acting, so to say. When I was 5, my parents took me to a botanical garden an hour's drive from Vienna. Right in the middle of it, there was a fenced-off cave. 20 years later, I still remember it vividly. Because a witch dwelled there. My dad laughed and said my imagination was playing tricks on me. My witch was just a shadow. But no matter what he said, I would not be convinced. The cave was special. When I was a kid, every new place we went to was special. Everything had a wild sense of mystery and adventure. I miss that. So, first time Slayer, or have you stayed with us before? Lately, nothing in my life has felt particularly adventurous. Long days at the office, bleeding one to the other, short weekends spent on the couch doing nothing but recovering from work stress. God, I know I feel. If this is your first time, you must see our spa. Recently reopened. That's going to change here. There's no place in the world more special than Hinterberg. I love how everything loads in. Like, I mean, like, every game kind of has, like, this way they load things in the distance where it just kind of fades in or just pops in. Well, you're kind of seeing it with the trees. Like, everything just kind of, like, almost like... there's a word for it in editing, and I can't remember right now, where it's just, like... like, everything circle wipe just appears when it needs to be there. I kind of like that for some... I don't know why that's just drawing my attention here. It's happening with some of the people that are popping up that are just nameless faces in the background there. 25 magical dungeons right in the middle of the Alps. The media called it an elaborate hoax at first, then a mass hallucination. And I am standing outside of a house with a sword on my back and no one is arresting me. But here we are, and this is real. This is where I'll be staying for the next few weeks. This is where I don't have to be a junior at a law firm for a little while. I should go check in. So, no jump. I have a roll. I have sword. I have enter door. I was going to try buttons. I was seeing if I had a jump button, but I don't think I have a jump button. Now, something else with this game, like I said, it feels like it very much pulls from inspiration from like the 3D Legend of Zelda games, but I think there's a little bit of a social networking building part of it, and best way I can describe it is Persona, because every internet knows Persona and its social networking stuff. The air inside the guest house smells of heavy wood. There's a hint of fur sensitive air freshener. Okay. I'm not much of a bookworm, so you'll have to forgive me if what I'm saying just sounds stupid. I love how descriptive they are when describing things. It helps bring character to this world, because like you look at this like, yeah, it looks like in 1990s or 1980s style home, and then the additional descriptor here of just like, huh, I can kind of smell what I'm walking into, almost like a cottage in the middle of the woods. I'm instantly taken back to every skiing holiday I've had as a kid. Welcome to Hinterberg, Fraulein. Louisa Drofer. God, that's a name to say. Ah, of course. Room 102. My phone doesn't get any reception here. Will it work in my room? Ah, you think it's a brochure, right? There's no cell reception around Hinterberg. No internet either. I'm afraid. A side effect of the magic. Good. I won't be reading any of my work emails here. I will report it. We're still preparing a room. Fraulein Dorfer. Should be about another half hour. Actually, I can't wait to get out there and start slaying monsters. What's a good place to go? Oh, very well. Let me phone Klaus. He's our resident trainer. He'll take you to our beginner's dungeon. Sure, I'll just do that. That sounds perfect. Let's begin the tourist info. I'll have this sorted out for you in a minute. Please give me to the tutorial. I love how there's an option just like, no, I don't need the tutorial. Just take me straight to Dungeon 1. Klaus will be waiting for you in the tourist info. Let's see mark his location on your map. Oh, it's like, where? And then I had like, okay. So, go behind now. How still the path? Excuse me. This is the fastest way there. Just take the path to the right from me and you'll be there in no time. And nice of Klaus to make an appointment on such notice. Have a nice stay, Fraulein. Hinterberg is... I'm only basically based off of the fact that our reception is saying Fraulein. But that tells me that, like, Hinterberg is set in, Oh, heavy attacks. Okay. Put away sword? I guess I can't put away sword. But yeah, simply bond the bases that and I'm going to pass up NPCs. Sorry for me doing this for those who want more world building. Hello? Eventually I'll pay. Oh. Share your stories with people. I know, like, a world like this, I just got done talking about how it does well in describing areas, but if I wasn't doing this as a video for you guys, like, just, like, giving you a first impressions of it, I would definitely be talking with a handful of these people just to get familiar with them. But we are very much trying to experience some of the starting gameplay. Fraulein Louisa, right? How do you do? I'm Klaus. Klaus Hornbacher. About as famous as an alpinist gets. There. Used to have a TV segment on underappreciated hiking trails. Wow. These are big words, and my brain doesn't like big words right now, apparently. I'll flatter him, why not? I know you, Klaus. Used to watch your TV show. Alright. Where are you going to take it nice and slow today, okay? I don't think he likes being reminded of his past. Fair enough. I'll remember that for the future. I'll be right behind you, but I need you alert and aware of your surroundings. No matter what they say in the brochure, this is a dangerous sport. Are we clear on that? Yes. Crystal clear. I was actually going to say crystal. Without the dialogue. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Our first dungeon is Empress Sisi Promenade. There's there's going to be a couple of monsters before we get to the portal. Are you ready to go in? Let's do it! And they're going to go through the base of the combat. But I can already tell combat, at least on start, I'm going to have light attacks and heavy attacks and no jumping. Klaus is an archer. Left bumper. I'm just trying out other buttons just to be sure. Oh, there's a time cycle. All right. So this is just here within like walking distance of town, and they don't attack people. Listen, these kobolds attack you as soon as you get close enough. I'll be here spotting you. Any questions? Are they sentient actually? Okay, that's a good question because again, my comment about the fact that, you know, they're like about, I'm going to say a kilometer because Germany. They're about a kilometer from the nearest tourist attraction. What's stopping them from just going over there? Fascinating, aren't they? They always make me think of creatures from old fairy tales. The government ran all kinds of studies and experiments when they first appeared. They possess a crude intelligence, but no emotions and no memory whatsoever. They're not sentient, if that's what you're asking. How dangerous are we talking, by the way? Lots of them can be if you're inexperienced or careless. As long as you take them seriously, particularly monsters here, it shouldn't be much of a threat. Alright, let's head in. Good, let's see how you handle a sword. Yep, I knew it was light and heavy. So. Fight me. There we go, that takes care of him. Separate them out. Oh, is there a... Oh, so if they're in a weakened state, they'll actually run away. Nicely done. It's good to see you can handle yourself. Let's move on, alright? Yeah, so, like, the strong attacks are strong, but it's only, like, if there's one target, or if they very much have, like, a moment of weakness kind of thing. Seize these blobs of goo. They easily fill your health. Hit them with your sword. Feel the effects immediately. So, goo. So, hit the goo. Oh, I only need the one. I guess it's like one tick of my MP or HP per goo ball. What's my advice? Most of the time, it's just keep wailing on these creatures till they pop. Try practicing your dodge while fighting them. It'll be useful down the road. A well-timed dodge keeps you out of the hospital. This is something I should probably read up on. Okay, so I have limited amounts of dodge rolls, and I do need to dodge. Unfortunately, I am somebody who doesn't care. Yep. Key up. Roll away. So it looks like there's not much of a window for dodge, if that makes sense. Very good, Louisa. A lot of slayers forget how important these basics are once they learn their first magic spells. I like magic, but your physical attacks and dodging monsters' attacks will always be essential. Keep practicing them. Can I get the... Yeah, monster... So, what is the crafting system of sorts? Like, make a stronger sword. And also... Okay. Listen, I'd see if I could do anything with the refuse bin. Oh, a treasure. When you look at that, a treasure chest. Huh. Convenient. I know, isn't it? What are you waiting for? Go on, open it. It's a mimic. Listen. Money. Really? You don't use euro? But not for potions or slaying gear and such. Mayor Wagner has introduced his own currency to level the playing field for our adventurers who stay with us. I respect it. Don't worry, the restaurants still happily take credit cards. Let's move on. The dungeon is right around the corner. Well, that is very convenient that the restaurants still take normal money, because, man, could you imagine? You just, hey, you can't eat tonight because you didn't slay enough monsters. But I'm going to die. Well, that sounds like a you problem now, doesn't it? This is it, your first dungeon portal. I'll go right in behind you. You've got your dungeon stamp book, right? Your goal is to reach the exit and get your stamp. I can't stress this enough. Once you reach the exit, get your book stamped. The exit portal won't activate until you do. Any questions? What's it like in there? Look, I don't know what to say. You expect me to say. I'm sure you read the accounts in the magazines. In the end, it's something else. I think it's beautiful and strange. You just make up your mind. You just make up your own mind, okay? All right, let's do it. All right, once you're through, I'll go in as well. Sure, and I like that he's healing out here. So, I do like this. Time will advance, by the way. Time management. I kind of like how they're presenting this at all. It's just like, this is like current day, maybe like a few years in the future potentially, but this is like just current day, I'm gonna say, again, Germany. It's like current day Germany. Oh yeah, just because of the magical atmosphere of this world, most current technology just doesn't work. Most. This is something else, all right. This is actually really pretty. To think that just yesterday I was sitting at my office desk wanting to be somewhere else different. Be someone different. This is as different as it could ever get. Oh, it's still coming. It's been a while. Maybe I should go have a look around my own. Well, that's probably the worst decision you can make today, but sure. Let's go make bad decisions. Can I break benches? No, I cannot break benches. Good. Alright, auto step. I really do love... I'm just very much appreciating the art direction a lot in this game. The art direction and the descriptors, like... Oh, there's a bench in the wall. Like, it's this weird mishmash of, like, cell shading and comic book coloring styles. And, like, even if something pops in most games... Like, if stuff pops in, like, what would be in most games in a tacky fashion, it kind of fits the world. I really do like what's being put forth here. Louisa, here! You alright? The dungeon looks different from normal. The portal didn't spit me out in the usual place either. You be careful, okay? I'll try to meet you further up the head. Actually, shouldn't you just stay up there? I mean, you got a crossbow. You've got the height advantage with a crossbow, assuming you are a good shot. Well, baby's first dungeon. Oh. Huh. That's going to take a while to get used to, that you just kind of run off ledges. Although there is a... okay, good. Although there is a manual jump, drop down button instead of like the inch forward. Actually, okay, there is a walk forward. Okay, there is modular. There is modular movement speeds. Just there's not a lot. I do really like how this world is presented, but then again, you know, keep in mind for anybody watching that thinks, you know, that have some perception of me who's never heard me before. I am what you call old. I share a birth year with the original Legend of Zelda. I'm used to old janky games, and old janky games still look nice to me in some regards. So I'm pretty sure I go across this and that was... Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. You know, having the wall just... Okay, that's a dodge. Oh, that's a spell. That's actually nice. Ugh. Stop casting spells. I think I just decapitated a kobold. But yeah, there's no jump button. Oh. I like the pacing of the tutorial, actually. Like, it gets you the very basics of combat down so you won't die instantly. And then just kind of says, okay, go. Just like Lily just grabs you by the coat, or grabs you by your coat, the collar of your coat, and says, "All right, in you go." Because as most of you know that play a lot of indie games or try and vary up a lot of your games, like I do, and I encourage you to do, to keep trying very many games and indie titles. A lot of games nowadays are just like, okay, well, here's how combat works. Here's how combat works with this enemy, though, and here's how combat works with this enemy. The game very much, at least tutorial-wise, just like, okay, so here is how combat works. Here's how you avoid damage in combat. Or go off, King. King, Queen, Your Eminence, however you want to say. Over here. Still haven't found a way to get down to you. That's a simple... See, a couple of jumps ahead, but you'll be able to handle those. No problem. I mean, I kind of figured out how to do this, but it looks like as long as I keep walking forward, I'll clear jumps. Yeah, it's a pretty forgiving jumping system. So from what I'm gathering here, there is no jump on. Ooh, scaling a rock wall. Don't mind if I do. Oh, and all right. Damn good strength if you're able to climb a wall so effortlessly. That didn't sound good. Hey, can I go in the door? I keep hearing the thud. Did you feel that? The ground's shaking. It doesn't feel right. We should press on. Be careful, okay? Well, it's pressing, it's shaking. It's either I'm about to get squashed by a boulder or that's my tutorial dungeon boss. Hi. You? Oh gosh. Well, okay, I deserve that one. I should actually do quick attacks. This one seems like a more agile enemy. Anyway. Bop. Beep. Is that it? Okay. Mr... Oh, I got all my health back. Where? How? Why? Well, I'm still gonna go back and slap this orb just to make sure I actually am fully healed. Yeah, I lost it looks like it wasn't a full pip of health, but it was health I lost. Okay. Context clues. Context clues actually being useful and teaching me how to progress forward. Ooh, treasure. And goodies. And in this treasure is more money. I do like what's going on here. I have played many a game. Can I just go? No, I can't go up there. Oh, I can go up here though. I have played many a game though where like they hold your hand super hard and do things, but like this, like a game that's really good will have a tutorial that will teach you by a direct example. They won't like grab your hand and say, hey, you should go up here and do this now. They literally just like, okay, well, here's these health pots. Like, I'm just gonna grab this for example. Here's these health pots. This is healing. You know, you recognize this color pattern and this effect on it. That's healing. You should attack those. And then, those have the same aura, this color scheme, and effect on them. I wonder if I should attack them. Like literally teaching you how to play the game by, you know, just example, not grabbing your hand and saying, hey, do this. Anyway. Will a light attack do, or do I have to? Okay, a light attack will do. I get the feeling that whatever is making all that ruckus doesn't like that we're knocking this down. I'm going to assume they don't like us knocking this down. I guess it's just me kind of being an old fight, but I do kind of miss games that like all games do have the aspect of we're eventually gonna let you go and like get harder and whatnot, but I do miss a game where it's just like 5 minutes to a tutorial, maybe 10 minutes of world building, and all right, well, get out there and make mistakes. We're not really gonna hold your hand anymore. Just get out there and make mistakes. I do like that in games, you know, just a little bit of buffer and then go off. It's so oddly the game is oddly cozy. Well, that's the thing I thought before. The game is oddly cozy for like being you know, an adventure game. Hey, over here! He's getting more and more German as I talk, by the way. I can't get to you from here. You'll have to make it on your own. I can get to there from the jump. Hurry, okay? I don't like these earthquakes one bit. I don't either, but I'm pretty sure once I jump down here that's going to come to life and it's going to be my boss fight. I fought this earlier. Oh. The world is literally coming alive. Wait. Krampus, how's it hanging, Krampus? I see you could not be confined to Christmas. I definitely can't get in there, so move around. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Now that I know the tutorial of how to attack, I think this is all that this game is going to be now. It's just, or all this boss fight. That was a risk, by the way. That's all this game is going to be, is like, attack the tentacles. Attack the tentacles, like, slowly weaken. Oh, am I just supposed to get up there? Well, I'm going to guess I am going to get up there. I'm going to work on... Oh, wait. Okay, well, I'm leaving now. Hi, Krampus. So, I don't think I need to worry about these small... I'll say tendrils instead of tentacles, because saying tentacles is very unappealing. I don't think they like what I'm doing. Krampus, did you want to... I don't know, fight back? That's it? One. Oh, that's definitely not one and done. That means their life was open. Well, make sure I do heavies. Clearly stunned, so I do heavies. Are we actually done, or is that a... Okay, you're actually done. Luisa! Get moving right now! Snap out of it, the whole place is coming down. Go, go, go! Why is everything coming down? Why is everything tumbling down around me? I can't move faster, by the way. Just gonna put that out there that I'm not allowed to run faster. I could dodge roll, but I don't think I actually move faster dodge rolling. So is that just gonna be what happens at the end of dungeons now? Wait, stamp book. Use your stamp book. The dungeon won't let you leave without the book. Stamp, rather. Give me your stamp book. Well, I beat it. Oh, they're difficulty. Okay, I see. So I'm gonna count this because I want to make sure we don't have any false advertising. Thank you, mouse. I didn't touch you. 12, 24. Okay, yeah, there is 25 dungeons. Simple enough. And it looks like it's structured where you want to handle all the quote unquote. Yes, please. It's like it looks like you want to handle all the level 1 dungeons and move on to level 3s, level, you know, like that. At least that's how I'm going to play it. Is I'm going to just move on to all of the dungeons in order, like all the level 1s, all level 3. So. Goodness, Fräulein, you give us quite a scare. Where am I? Oh, hi, breakfast sandwich. What are you doing in my waffles? I remember the dungeon collapsing. Klaus brought you here after the earthquake. Brought the doctor as well. She gave you a good checkup, but said you'd be fine. I'll let you get settled in, Fräulein. Do call the receptionist if there's anything you need. Can I have... potato? Oh dear, she's a lost cause. I like potato. And in the local news, a minor earthquake was registered in the village of Hinterberg this afternoon. Hinterberg is a well-known hotspot of magic, and ever since its 25 dungeons appeared, just over 3 years ago, Mayor Karen Wagner gave the following statement earlier today. Experts have assessed the situation, and everything's fine, really. The ground shook a little, sure. Anything... words. Unusual things happen in Hinterberg every day. We're restricting access to some of our dungeons while we assess the situation, but so far it appears that there's no property damage, and nobody got hurt. There's no way I'm going to sleep tonight. I close my eyes and I see the ground crumbling beneath me. I'm running for my life. I need a drink. I need a train ticket, and I need to work at a law firm to be a normal person. Oh, sure. Experience one tiny little earthquake that could plummet you into the endless abyss, and suddenly you're having regrets about your decision to travel to Hinterberg for a week. Even the air is nice and fresh. The wind carries the roaring song of drunk adventurers. How they can go straight from mortal danger to partying is beyond me. She says with a stein or tankard in front of her. Our first day. You could say that, yeah. Yeah, I've seen you stare on... I've seen you stare at a dozen first-timers. Always says the same thing. This was a mistake. I was looking forward to it. And now, you know, I just kind of feel like I'm going to hole up in a hotel room. Well, that's the thing. It's not actually legal. Brings big bucks, that's how. Why is capitalism... Sorry. Yeah, don't mind if I sit, do you? So, you were in the dungeon right when the earthquake hit. Huh. Talk about a bad first day. And where were you when this all happened? Yeah, I was up on Doberkogel. Yeah, it was quite a shake. So, you're not the type who thinks they're invincible. And you don't look like someone who does the kind of thing for social media clout. What exactly did you think you were going to find here? I think I just kind of, judging by your story, I think just kind of snapped, just like, I want the abnormal. Do you ever feel like you're just always doing the same smart thing that's been getting nowhere? Nah, can't say that's me. Me, I just kept hearing about this place and thought, this is a big deal. They can turn it into a theme park all they like, but magic in our lifetime? That's huge. I'd like to be where the huge things happen. Look, tomorrow you're going to learn your first spells. Do at least that before you go home. There's something primal about engaging with magic. It centers you. No offense, but you look like you use some centering. I was about to be a snarky jerk about it, and then I thought, no, they're actually helpful. Don't be snarky, Scooter. Give it another day or two. Believe me, you're missing out if you don't. Spells. Well, day 2. Morning. I wonder if I'm actually, like, super restricted to the amount of days I've got here in Hinterberg. Well, I mean, you definitely did something physically exhausting. I mean, speaking from experience in my past, you know, going from a very sedentary life, living a lazy life of luxury, so to say, to, you know, daily having to keep moving for 8 to 12 hours constantly. That sudden snap in how you do your life really does make you fall asleep really fast. Usually my dreams are about me being me. Me at the university, me at the office, me listening to my flatmate Carol going on about her day. Tonight, I didn't dream at all. It was just not there. I feel rested. So you're... One could almost call it a nightmare, but like... I mean, again, this is me personally speaking. It's almost like... It feels a little personal because... I do occasionally have a dream. When I remember having the dreams I have, it is about like some people or things that I'm doing in my day-to-day life. But when I'm about to wake up, the strangest thing happens. I think like the one I can think of is me. I think this was back when I was doing help my dad like do a lot of moving of various people just out of the kindness of his heart. So like it was like going to a house that looked more like a mansion, and suddenly and then as I'm waking up, I remember I'm in the middle of a platforming game where it's me, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, and Gomez Adams jumping over all these pits trying to escape a crumbling haunted house. I'm gonna need to put like half those pictures of those images on screen to explain what the hell goes on in my brain. One of the very few dreams that I remember very vividly. I'm going to listen to this party for today, see what comes out of it. Hi, you're back. Well, look who hasn't packed her bags yet. I decided not going back to being a lawyer for a little longer. Glad to hear it. There's a dungeon in Dolberg Kogel that's perfect for a first time spellcasting. Let me mark it on your map. Take the cave car up the mountain, then it's a short hike, a couple monsters, a few puzzles, nothing you can't handle. You'll let me know how it goes, yeah? Yeah. I swear I got like mush mouth this morning. Evening, however you want to do it. Let's see. Oh! So that's what it is. So that's how you quantify it. So your attack rating and your defense rating combined indicates how well you can handle a dungeon. I like that. Well, let's go up here. Oh, it's a mountaintop. Is it a ski lodge? And it does take travel time. So I do gotta wonder. I guess this is the big thing that we probably won't find out today is how does the travel system, how does the time system work in this? Like, am I just gonna spitball, am I limited to 25 days in Hinterberg? And if I don't use my time wisely or play well enough, do I have extra health? I think I got that stamp and it gave me extra health. If I don't plot up my time just right, and everything, if I don't do it just right, then I'll actually run out of time to tackle all the dungeons and I'll have to give it another go. Anyway. I know I was about to head right off to the quest just to see the magic, but I don't know if I'm going to have all the... Map? That's not a map. That's a map. Oh, I have to actually make my... Oh. I actually have to make my way there. So that's why the game pointed me this way. This is the proper path to get there. And also, this is mine. Okay, fair enough. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I love that. God, oh. Oh, that's our first roadblock, I believe. Is that my only way up? No, I think I can go way out here. Like, I feel like this is the farmhouse I can go to. Say, hey, your cows are in the way. And then I can come up here and be like, oh, hey, I need to cross the bridge. And then I have to go over here to get the pass to say I can cross the bridge up further. And then cross the bridge up further. Secret collectible over here. Come around here. I'm assuming there'll be a cave somewhere back here that'll take me that'll take me through this mountain path. And then I can just take a straight shot over to the starting quest. Okay. Alright. I do kind of understand. I do understand how it's laid out. And like, again, as I said, oh, there's cows blocking that path too. Because there's stronger monsters behind the cows. Got it. So everything is... I like what the game is putting down, what the game is doing. It very much is trying to mimic, like, the 3D Legend of Zeldas that a lot of us grew up with. It doesn't matter what age you are. Like, this is... Oh, collectibles. Like, a lot of us grew up with a 3D Legend of Zelda in some capacity. And much less in later years, there's been 2D Zeldas to reflect this. So, I guess that's kind of why it works. But... Yeah, I lost her. But yeah, I like how it's handling everything. It's handling everything in just the right way. Where, like, it's making its own identity. But it has the borrowed elements of something that's very familiar. I think if I ever have like a personal me time game, this may go up on my list of personal me time games. I love how it looks. I love how everything is presented. And I love how it respects the player's intelligence that is playing it. So if you're interested in Dungeons of Hinterberg, wants to know what platforms is available on, how much it will cost you, anything of that sort, do check the description for those details. That's all for me for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again when I'll react to a newer title for the first time. You folks have a great rest of your day, and take care. Hey, thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this game, you can find the series playlist right up here. Also, the algorithm thinks that you'll like this other video of mine. And lastly, if you want to keep up to date on when I upload anything new, click on this icon above me. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.